Golden State Warriors News Today channel. Take the opportunity to leave that like and subscribe to the channel. Let's go to today's news.
What if I told you that one man can change the course of an entire franchise? That's the question Golden State Warriors fans have been asking since Jimmy Butler first put on the team's jersey. What seemed like another season in free fall has turned into a new hope, a possible epic story of redemption. And at the center of it all is him. After a period of uncertainty since the franchise's last title, the Warriors were drowning in doubt, defeats, and lack of direction. But with Butler's arrival, everything changed. In just 20 games, there have been 16 wins and only 4 losses. It's no exaggeration to say he flipped the team's switch and reignited the flame of an entire fan base. And you know what's even crazier? Butler has already made history wearing a Warriors jersey. Even before the crucial matchup against the Pelicans at 8 p.m. Eastern, the team's official account revealed a rare feat. He's the first player in Warriors history to record over 300 points, 100 rebounds, and 100 assists in his first 20 games. And if you think that's just a stat, then take a closer look. Butler is averaging 17.3 points, 6.1 rebounds, and 6.3 assists. But what the numbers don't show is how he's become the perfect balance between offense and defense, brain and intensity. He's fit into Steve Kerr's system like he was born to play in the Bay Area. The trade with the Miami Heat, just before the trade deadline, is already being called by many analysts the smartest move of the season. There were doubts, of course. Would he fit the Warriors' style? Would Curry and Butler work well together? Well, so far, Butler seems to be exactly the missing piece Golden State needed to climb back to the top. And the race is still wide open. Right now, the Warriors are in 7th place in the West with a 41-31 record. But the most exciting part, they're just 2.5 games behind the Lakers, who are in 4th place. A win tonight against the Pelicans could be the spark needed to make the leap. But the front office doesn't want to stop there. Behind the scenes, a new name is starting to gain traction, Aaron Nesmith. The Indiana Pacers forward has been a silent standout. At 25 years old, he's been contributing 11.5 points, 3.8 rebounds, and an impressive 43.9% from three-point range. His offensive efficiency and defensive versatility fit perfectly into the Warriors' DNA. Imagine Nesmith stretching the floor, opening space for Curry, Butler, and the movement that made this team famous. He still has a lot of room to grow, and alongside young players like Brandon Podziemski, Moses Moody, and Quinton Post, he could be a key piece for the next generation of the franchise. But how could this trade happen? A possible package would involve Buddy Hield and Tracy Jackson Davis. Hield would bring instant shooting to the Pacers, and Jackson Davis, a young center with potential, would get more minutes in Indiana. For the Warriors, it would be the ideal reinforcement on the wing rotation. And considering Miles Turner's potential $30 million contract, the Pacers might need to shed salary. That could open the door for a deal, though they likely demand more than just those 2 names. The inclusion of future draft picks could be the tipping point. If Nesmith lands in Golden State, his combination of elite defense, shooting accuracy, and promising youth could be the final ingredient to turn the Warriors into true title contenders again. And you, fan, are you ready for this journey? As time ticks against every Western Conference team, the Warriors are clearly betting on more than talent. They're betting on identity. Golden State basketball has never been just about cold stats or sharp shooting. It's always been about movement, synchronicity, full commitment. And that's exactly what Aaron Nesmith represents, a player who plays with heart in his fingertips, intensity in his eyes, and the humility of someone who knows the team comes before the ego. Steve Kerr knows it. And the fans do too. Today, more than ever, this is a moment of transition. The end of an era is approaching. Klay Thompson's departure was already the first sign. But the future isn't dark. It's full of possibilities. With players like Podziemski, Moody, Kuminga, and maybe Nesmith, the Warriors can build a new core while keeping alive the essence that conquered the world. And when we talk about rebuilding, we're not talking about tearing everything down. We're talking about evolving intelligently, building on a solid foundation. And that foundation is still named Stephen Curry. With Curry leading, Butler complementing, and maybe Nesmith strengthening, the Warriors might not just secure a direct playoff spot, but get there as a real threat. A team no one wants to face in a 7-game series. Because if there's one thing the basketball world has learned, it's that you can never doubt the heart of a champion. And the heart of the Warriors still beats. Strong, steady, and ready for one more battle. Basketball, so, Dub Nation, do you believe Butler and Nesmith can be the fuel of this new Warriors era? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And of course, if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this, don't forget to subscribe to our channel Warriors News Fan Update. Hit the bell and join us as we follow every step of this journey toward glory. As a Warriors fan, I have to say, seeing Jimmy Butler in this jersey and dominating right away truly gets me hyped. He came in with his usual game face, but delivered exactly what we needed: leadership, consistency, and grit. It's not just about the stats, though they're impressive. It's about the energy he brought to this group. He plays like he's been here for years. It feels like he understood the franchise's culture from day one. And with Stephen Curry still being the heart of this team, seeing a guy like Butler take on the defensive burden and share the load is a relief. Because we all know Steph needs help. And now he has it. About the potential interest in Aaron Nesmith, I'm 100% in favor. The fit is nearly perfect. He's young, has an extremely efficient three-point shot, and defends well. He's the kind of player who fits into our motion system, doesn't need the ball all the time to make an impact, and still has a lot of upside. Imagine him learning directly from Curry and Kerr every day. The sky's the limit. To me, this move wouldn't just be another trade. It would be a clear step in the generational transition, something the franchise needs to do smartly. And if we can keep the young core around these leaders, we might be back on top faster than people expect. The future isn't just promising, it could be brilliant. And I'm here to witness every moment. As a longtime fan, I can't hide how I feel right now. This sense that something special is about to happen. I saw the golden days. I saw the dynasty rise, grow, and conquer the world. And yes, I also saw the falls, the defeats, the tough seasons. But what's happening now? It smells different. It feels like a restart with ambition. Butler's arrival was like reigniting a flame that seemed to be fading. He brought attitude, maturity, and a sense of urgency that this group needed. And the most impressive part is how he did it without forcing anything. He just fit in like it was meant to be. And now, with Aaron Nesmith's name circulating behind the scenes, the front office is showing that the hunger for titles is still alive. If you're a fan like me, you know the value of a guy like Nesmith in a system like ours. He's young, versatile, defends, hits threes, and plays with intensity. Imagine him sharing minutes with Moody, Podziemski, and Kuminga. The rotation would be even more dangerous, and best of all, with legs and a future. But the most exciting part of all this? It's seeing that even after so many years at the top, even with so many titles, the Golden State Warriors still want more. They're still chasing excellence, evolution, and the next great phase. And we as fans want that too. We're not ready to see this era end. Not now. Not while Curry still shines, while Kerr still leads masterfully, while Butler shows he still has fire in his eyes. And if the front office nails it once more and brings in someone like Nesmith, who knows? Who knows? Maybe we're about to witness the beginning of a new dynasty.